Howdy. Okay, so for this response, I just want to, I guess, talk about each video independently really quickly. So, for the Mary House Curious Collections, I thought that was really interesting because the entire time the video was going, I started thinking of like small towns and how you could just start a business since there was no record collection, no record store collection, record store collection here in Bryan. It was like a perfect idea. The thing is, it's like she didn't come here starting that. She started with antiques, and she didn't really know where to begin with it because no one else was here. And I never thought on like the business aspect of like you really do look for others for help in those instances. And she didn't have that, but she still made it. And she went the local groups, the commerce here in Bryan and everything. And I thought that was really interesting. And I thought it was just interesting that like records and the idea of selling them, it's like she had never really cared or thought about it, but as soon as she noticed that people were interested in it, she was like, this is a good idea. And it's like she's really starting something here in Bryan. So I found that really cool. And my idea, my business here, that I was like, Bryan needs a roller rink. It does. So I don't know, that's not what I should have taken out of that video, but that's what I did. I was like, I want to start a roller rink here in Bryan because you could do so much. And I have all these music nights and whatnot planned out for this unrealistic idea of starting a roller rink. Oh my gosh. And then for the video about moroder, I was just in love because I just like that he's like, I'm a DJ. And he's like an older man, and it's just so interesting. And the idea that he did the whole synth for Donna Summer was really interesting. I liked that a lot. I thought it was really cool. My biggest takeaway, which shouldn't have been the biggest takeaway from that, was that he said he wanted to work with Lady Gaga. And it was interesting to see how many that he did work, how many like artists he did work, and how much he produced, and the movies that he worked on. I was impressed. And it's like, you don't realize how much production goes, like you don't notice how much music production goes on in certain things like movies. And I just found that so interesting because he was able to get his first Oscar from, I believe, his Flashdance. And it's like, obviously that makes sense because I've never seen it, but from what I saw, it was like, that is a that is a movie about dance but features a lot of music. So I just found that so interesting because I've never seen it, but that's what it was, and he won an Oscar for that. And I love that video, the part in the video where he's like, it's, I don't think he was like, it's the first one and no one can take it away. I was like, he's right, no one can take that away. He literally got an Oscar for producing the music for that, and I was just like, he deserves it. Okay, and then for, I lost the name. I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm so sorry. For, oh my gosh, sorry. For the video about Dorothy Carvello. Truly a queen. I went, as the other students had said the day that we did speak on this, she is a queen. I was so impressed. Her being like, I couldn't type, I was horrible, this and that, just like gave me more confidence as a woman trying to get into a production field. It was like, because I feel so underqualified for anything I'm trying to do, but it's like, you can make it. And I had realized because of Me Too and before then, and just like the gap between men and women in any industry, any art industry, that there is going to be mistreatment. So, but hearing her say that and hearing her outing the names was just like, she doesn't care. She has a big mouth, but you know what? She's using it. And it's like, I loved that. Like, listening to it, I was just like, I hope to one day to be able, well, I don't want to be in the field and be mistreated and be told to sit on someone's lap, but I would love to one day be able to at least make a difference, because it has to start with someone. And like they said, it needs to start with men. And I even like the point where I forgot the interviewer's name, but she said, I give more attention to the girls and like try to encourage them more, but I realize now after what you said is that I not encourage them less, but encourage the boys to stick up for the women, and that women need to stick up for each other, which I definitely believe, women helping women, but it's like if men don't stand up, then there will be no change. And I just want to, like, for Dorothy Carvello, she, I'm impressed, and I would love to read her book because I believe her that when she went to work, it was a reality TV show, and I just think it is amazing that she was like, y'all are horrible people, y'all don't deserve the credit because there are people out there with actual talent. And I went over 2 minutes, but that is my response, and I really enjoyed these videos.